What's up, good people? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Nacho Average Podcast. I'm your main man, William Hussey 365.
And I'm your girl, Ashley Good, better known as Ash Bass in your city.
Yes. And I am Kimberly Hussey, also known as Miss Chewy Monroe.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
It is another Nacho Monday.
It's a Nacho Monday. Ooh, I brought that back for y'all. Y'all was ready.
Nacho Average Podcast.
Woo! Thank y'all for tuning in. So, ladies, how was your weekend?
Look at my shades. This is how my weekend was.
Hey.
All right.
Y'all remember Weekend at Bernie's?
That's what
Oh, man. He was not well.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back. So y'all want me to start off how my weekend was?
Yeah, how was your weekend?
All right. So I remember how my weekend was because I thought about it before we came on, right? So Friday, of course, all good consignment all week. Don't forget to check us out, y'all. 2607 E Random Road. On Friday, once I got off work, I actually went to listen to one of my friends preach. So Friday, I actually went to a service. So, I got home probably like 10 something, which was cool because it was well worth it. On Saturday, I had the honors of doing my workshop, our workshop at Establishing Safe Cultures, culture shifting workshops, which was super dope. Of course, I have the workshop Fashion Meets Confidence. Well, confidence meets fashion. So we had an amazing time on Saturday. And once I left there, of course, I went to the Southside Street Market. Shout out to April Parker. And we had an amazing time. Panda was in the building. And on Sunday, y'all know I finished that in the Lord's house. And that was about it for me. I rest after church. And that was my weekend. I remember. Yeah.
I had a good weekend. I woke up feeling a little down today. I'm sick right now, but God is good. Well, not sick. Don't be alarmed. But
not too much on sick.
So my voice is a little scratchy, but I had a good weekend. Definitely spent time with my family. Of course, we did production for Conversations That Matter, did some other things as far as our other shows are concerned and projects that we got coming up in the future. So super excited about that. And then we wrapped it up and we back here.
Say no
Happy
more.
Monday.
That's what's up.
Yes.
I can't remember, man.
You got to work on that.
I know, that's why I had to think about it before we came on the air.
And actually, it's because I think because I'm doing so much in the beginning that my mind ain't on it. Then when you get to me, it's like, oh, it's on me. But anyway, let me see if I can remember. I think Friday, it was kind of chill. Of course, I worked throughout the weekend because that's like my off time to really get things done. But Saturday, like you said, as we had the workshop, establishing safe cultures. Prayers up for Gene Blackman and the family.
Yes.
He had
condolences
in the family, so prayers up for him. And I had to do some lemonades and teas for so that was a blessing to be a blessing. That was good. And that was on Sunday. And then we had conversations that matter. I also went to church, had a wonderful time. It was Youth Sunday. So that was ironic. I took the girls and didn't even realize it was Youth Sunday until I got in there, and it was just like the message was just a blessing for me and the girls. So it was just a blessing altogether. So after that, still had to work, conversations that matter, and then worked all night. So it was just a busy weekend, but blessed to be here on another Nacho Monday with the fam. Here ready to do it again.
Yes. You already know.
So I'm super excited, man. How was y'all weekend? Put it in the comments.
Please.
Let us know how y'all doing, how y'all weekend was, how y'all week were, and what you plan on doing for the 4th of July and the holiday week. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Anybody got some more words before we get started?
I just wanted to say, if you guys, what is the person name of one? Bonita, I can't find you. I can't find you. We owe you $25. You were a winner on Not Your Average Podcast.
Bonita, so, we want to give you your money.
I want to give you your money. I keep trying to find you and DM you, but please tune in Not Your Average Podcast. DM us. I want to give you your money. Yes,
please, also, Bonita.
Yes, and also I want to shout out our sponsor, Inspired to Be You, Chevelle, Latoya Waddell on Facebook. Guys, please tap into her for all of any services that you would be in need of for mental health or counseling, anything like that. Please contact her. It's Chevelle on Facebook, and her business is Inspired to Be You.
Right.
So yeah.
Chevelle just popped in. What up?
Hey.
Please. Put your information in the comments one more time.
Absolutely.
Tell them the name one more time.
Yeah, Inspired to Be You. And also, guys, if you would like your business, a business shout out or any kind of shout out, you have an event coming up, please contact us for a slot on Monday nights. We will shout you out. You can get a spot every Monday. Just contact one of us, preferably William, to plug you on in, man. We need to get you out there. You need to get you out there, So
yes.
What's up? And also, it's a holiday week, so a lot of stuff will be out starting tomorrow. We will not be airing Youthful Conversations with Jeremiah Jett. He's on vacation.
Yes,
yes, Jeremiah.
So we'll catch y'all next Tuesday with a banging episode. So stay tuned for that. And also on the Thankful Thursday news will be out this week because, of course, it's July 4th on that day. So we're gonna get some rest, and we're gonna be back next week because we was off last week. So we're gonna be back next week, July 11th, with a whole new season. We made the season 2 on Thankful Thursday news after a year.
Yes.
Of being in the game. So we've been doing this thing for a minute. Shout out to IBG and the Thankful Thursday News crew, but we'll be back July 11th with the whole new season, brand new season. But tonight, on the one and only award-winning podcast, we have a special guest tonight, man. So let's go ahead and bring this brother up without further ado. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
We ready.
All right, man. Let's bring him up. Let's give it up for Terry Watson.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being you. Thank you for blessing our community. Thank you for what you do in our community and for our people and for the culture, my brother. Even though before I get started, I definitely want to first say thank you to you for being a staple in our community and showing love to our culture, such as business owners, such as personal accomplishments. You show a lot of love in our community. You show a lot of love to people all through the state. And we're going to get into it because you've done evolved into so many different markets now. You're blowing up all over the place. But 17 years in the game, my brother, we salute you and we're proud of you. Absolutely. And we want you to do it 50 years more. You know what I'm saying? 17 years, we got to get 50 more years out of it. You feel me? So we're going to keep this thing rolling, man. But I just want to get that out before you introduce yourself. But let's go ahead and get into it. Introduce yourself for the people who might not know who you are, brother.
Man, I'm Terry Watson. I'm the publisher. Well, first of all, I'm Terry Watson. I'm on Mike L Media Company. Mike L Media Company, we do a lot of things. We publish Who Am I magazine. We have Who Am I for Kids magazine. We have Spunk Sports Magazine. We got a podcast as well, which is This Is Who I Am. And we do award galas, we do kid expos, we do business expos, we volunteer, but for the most part, like I was sharing with you earlier, we pride ourselves of being a staple in our community, doing our part to connect folks, to provide services, to help each other realize that we all got a part to play.
That's right.
Absolutely.
It's all about, doing what you're supposed to do, doing what you can. So I'm glad that Mike Hill Media Company and God continues to pour into Mike Hill Media Company to reveal things. So I'm excited, man. I just wake up every day and thank God for the opportunities that I have.
That's what's
able
up.
to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, so before we get to the entrepreneurship, the media company, all the magazines and everything you got going on now, tell us exactly where you from. Are you from Greensboro? Are you from North Carolina? Are you from around the way?
Man, I'm born and raised in Greensboro, North Carolina, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm from the hood.
Okay.
Grew up down on Everett Street.
Okay,
Anybody
Everett
know
Street.
you from Greensboro? You know Everett Street.
Yep.
Then transitioned to the east side.
East side. My mom
Hey.
live on Clap.
To the middle east side.
Yeah.
But Greensboro is home. Me and my family, we well known throughout the community. And so, yeah, man, this is it.
That's
I
what's up.
graduated from James B. Dudley High School. Man.
Hey.
Come on.
That's my blackness. I contribute my blackness to Dudley High School.
Right.
That's my alma
Not too much on
That's
not
right.
too
That's
much on
right.
Dudley. Okay. Keep going.
We've already had
Keep going.
the biggest reunion coming up this month, so
That's right.
we're gonna hit on that too.
No, I'm not gonna hit on that
Wait,
because
wait.
my girl, Cherie Martin. I'm sorry, Cherie McCain. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Lady Shamar. I saw that. Cherie McCain, Cherie Martin, Lady Shamar. Yes. All those people. Well, she will actually be like hosting it, right? Or it's her event. She's doing it. Well, it's a lot of people, but she's promoting it.
She's
So
my class 99. So that was shout out to her putting everything.
Yeah, that's my
together.
girl.
The whole class 99 and the whole team that puts that together. But it's a lot of stuff going on.
It is,
For the
man.
Panther Pride that weekend.
Absolutely.
So how was life growing up? Tell us a little bit about growing up. Was you always curious kid? Was you always into hustling, making money? Was you a creative genius? What was it with you when you was growing up?
Man, I grew up in a house of 6. I got a twin brother.
Oh, no.
And 4 sisters. And so growing up in the hood, growing up in the projects, like many other people from where I'm from, we found ways to make it. We learned a lot. It was different then when I was younger. Everybody got along when there was a lot of love intertwined in our community. So we got to know one another. We learned a lot of things. You learn how to be tough. You get knocked down, you get back up. And there was oftentimes somebody there to pick you up if you fell down. So coming up from that, man, that's my toughness. And then I went through the schools. Of course, I'm from the streets, from the hood, so I picked up on a lot of those things from the hood.
Right.
I'm a young black man, so but those things, believe it or not, play a role into who I am now as a man. Those experiences help to shape me and mold my life. And so I learned from them. I remember I was in the court system as a juvenile, and a couple of months ago, I ran into someone that was assigned to me while I was a juvenile, and I heard his voice. I didn't see him, but I heard his voice. And I hadn't seen this man 35 years ago.
Wow.
I heard his voice, and I knew exactly who it was. And when I saw him, I was like, "Man, do you know how big of a role you played in my life?" And I also I'm the executive director of a nonprofit organization now for at-risk young men called the Purpose Men. And so, and I let this young man, Mr. Clemens, say his name, who I ran into. I was like, man, by you pointing to me and speaking to me when I was young, now I'm able to get it back, man. So I really appreciate what his commitment.
Mr. Clemens, man.
Mr. Clemens. So yeah, man, those experiences growing up, they helped shape and mold me for who I am now, man. Believe it or not, so I'm tough. A lot of people would probably be surprised my roots and my foundation, but hey, don't judge a book by its cover.
That's it, man. That's it.
Absolutely.
So, what middle school or elementary schools you went to? Did you go to Pillar?
Ton of elementary. Didn't go to Pillar. I think it was at Jordan, Claxton, Irving Park, Lincoln. Of course, Lincoln. Lincoln. So
you did go to ACOP too?
I went to ACOP.
Wow.
ACOP first and then Lincoln. Yeah, so going to Lincoln, you saw Dudley across the street. He's like, I can't go to no other high school. But that's right.
They got you.
Absolutely.
So, as you evolved, did you go to college?
Guilford Technical Community College.
Technical? Okay. What did you go for?
Graphic design and advertising.
That was your first rodeo when you went?
So when I first enrolled in '99, I believe I just enrolled in the college transfer program.
Okay.
I just want to go to college.
Yeah, just want to go to school. I was one of them too.
I wanted to just enroll in college transfer programs and all these crazy courses, but I excelled in English for some reason, in writing, in college level biology. Boy, beat the mess out.
I know it.
Yeah, man. I was in a room with a bunch of young ladies, and even some men that were going on to be nurses.
Yeah.
And I instructed Mr. Whiteside. I never forget that young man. He made it hard.
He did.
He made it hard. And he told her, he said, listen, by this date, if you don't have this, I'm going to tell you need to drop. And we started with about 40, 50 students at the beginning of the semester. By drop date, we were down to about 10.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I know where I go.
That's it.
And so, but I went back to school years later because my focus was graphic design, magazine publisher. So that was in '99. I went back in 2003-ish. Okay. 3-ish to 4-ish, 2000, between 2 and 4-ish, I went back and enrolled in the graphic design advertisement program. But someone advised me to. And so once I got back in, man.
Did they see something in you, or it was just something that was a new niche or program that they was offering?
So I started my story in regards to Who Am I magazine. In 1997, God gave me. I prayed to God. I was working a dead end job, and up until that point in my life, man, I was. Everything that I found myself in, I mean, trouble had a way of finding.
Yeah.
And I knew I had a lot of gifts and talents. I could write. I was artistic. I was very creative, man. But I just couldn't figure out what to do with all those skill sets. So I prayed to say, God, show me what to do with it.
Yeah.
Give me something to do that's going to glorify you. And he spoke to me and said, publish a magazine. And I was like, nah, you tripping. I said, I don't know nothing about a magazine. I didn't know anybody who published a magazine. I don't know where to start. But I was like, yeah. And so I soon quit my job and started hanging out at public libraries, calling other magazines around and studying the industry. Yeah. And I had to get another job because I was paying child support, my son.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to get back into the game. And but I stayed on that grind for 10 years, from 1997 up until 2007. That's when the first edition came out. So if you want to be honest, man, I really began this journey in 1997.
Yeah.
So I like to say 2007, but in 97, I believe I put together a spiral notebook, and I put Who Am I? Because God gave me the vision.
Yeah, that's so dope.
Didn't give me the name.
Come on, that's dope, man.
And I put together a spiral notebook and put Who Am I magazine, and the guy sitting in a suit at a desk, one of those clip arts. On the cover of it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. And I'm running around here and know nothing about publishing magazine. But God knew it. He just continued to line things up, man. That's right. 10 years later, man, that first edition came out. We've been rocking and rolling ever since. Man.
Let's go over there.
So, quick question: who was on the cover of the first magazine?
A young man, Chisholm. His last name is Chisholm.
Chisholm. Okay.
He has a clothing line. And I'm gonna do better than this, Mr. Chisholm. Next time I ask this question, I'm gonna be able to tell him your first name, last name. The name of his clothing line was called Fam D. That was the name.
Hey!
No.
That's Chris Stacker. I'm like, wait, hold on, Chris. Chris, hold on. I got family.
Big cousin.
I'm gonna send you the picture tonight.
Yeah. That's all good. I was just curious.
It's something clothing. It's something. I see Fam in the name, but anyway, the young man, he went to A&T. He was a student at A&T.
Eggy Pride.
This young man even more. This story is amazing. But he's a student at A&T. Got linked up with him. Done a photo shoot. We interviewed him. Put him on the cover, and I put it out. That first edition was full of mistakes. So I want to encourage everybody else who's thinking about doing anything.
Yeah.
My first edition was full of typos. Things that make sense. But I didn't give up. So we started with him, and we like I said, we've been. That was in November 2007. But that gentleman right now is an employee for Nike out in Oregon.
Wow.
Oh wow!
He's like a fashion merchandise. He's a high role in the Nike Corporation designer. But he's on Who Am I magazine. He's just so I'm gonna send you tonight.
Did you ever bring him back? In a new later
edition? Why you give me ideas online?
Okay.
Right. He need to be back on that cover for August.
20 years coming up.
Right.
That'll be dope. He was the original one. Oh yeah, the 20-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna find his picture anyway.
Oh yeah, it's all good. I was just asking. So as an entrepreneur, what was your first business? Was it the magazine, or was it you had some little side hustle that might not have been legal business at the time. But you know, the 90s, you had to get business license, business permits.
Yeah.
You had to get everything, you know what I'm saying, and have a storefront. No, it ain't like it is today. You know what I'm saying?
My first stint in entrepreneurship by an automotive detailing company.
Oh, no.
And it was called Terry's Automotive Cleaning.
Okay,
I was mobile automotive detailing. That, man, I loved it, but I was out in the sun.
Oh,
and, didn't have a unit. And the sun, anybody that's detailing, they know you when you're bound in the sun, you can't get those streaks out the window. The wax ain't gonna look right.
Oh, man.
I struggled. But I had some devoted clientele, and they kept me going. But the physical labor, I said, this ain't for me. That sun drains.
It does.
And I was working, so I let that one go. But Who Am I magazine was always at the front. 97. So that was the first one. I've done a lot of things in between. But that was it.
Okay, cool. What made you want to get into media exactly?
Like I told you, I had no idea. Prayed. And God said
He gave you the vision.
He gave me the vision for Who Am I magazine. So you say getting into media.
Yeah,
I think it's
like having the whole media company and building this umbrella and having these different entities up under it. You know what I'm saying? What gave you that?
So to be honest with you, William, it's more so it revealed itself because I just started with Who Am I magazine.
Yeah,
I didn't start with Michael Media.
Yeah, exactly.
So I started with Who Am I magazine, and then I said, well, hold up. When it's time to get licensed by the state of North Carolina, LLC, I said we need a formal company name for the company. Yeah. So Michael, that's my son's name.
Oh,
dope. Michael Media Company, I named it after my son. So Michael Media Company, Who Am I magazine is one of the products.
Yeah, Michael Media Company.
And so I think I was just trying to be formal. Yeah. So, but I think it's something that has revealed itself.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, I love that.
Man. Keep it going. Let's get some claps for that.
Yeah.
Hi guys. If you're just not tuning in, you are watching the award-winning Not Your Average podcast. Hold on. The award-winning Not Your Average podcast.
Okay, put it out there.
And today we have our guy Terry Watson in the building. If you have not heard of Who Am I magazine, where have you been? Because he's been at it since 97. Right. And it's 2024. So we're ecstatic to have you on here today. Thank you so much. I wanted to start with what is something that you always wanted to do or always loved outside of the whole magazine thing that people may not put you with, like anything?
Be a rapper. Come on now.
See, you know, you on Not Your Average podcast. So no, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Wow.
So okay, you serious?
Yeah, and
okay,
honestly,
that's pretty cool.
I think that all lines up with me being a writer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Believe it or not, with Who Am I magazine, I probably write 90% of the articles.
Oh, that's
and I do 100% of the layouts. But I've always been a writer, man. I used to write my mom long love letters. That was my way of expressing my love to my mom. And so I've always been a writer. And so in the 90s, I got some recordings now.
See, you gonna make us dig it. Don't make us dig it out and have a part two.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't look at me, but I got a little something. When people hear that's like, man, that's you. I'm like, yeah, man. It's like I've even had someone tell me, it's like, man, you can probably release that now and it will be relevant.
Wow.
And my son, and so it's amazing because my son, he's into film production.
Okay.
He has his own app, like on
that's cool.
Roku.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. He has his own app, but he went to school for film production. Man, he does video. He's not major.
I wonder, is he taking show? Like, can you get your show on his app? Type of thing, or your movie on his app, like a Tubi.
Don't give him too much. So
is he selling? You know what I mean?
So the way he does is his company. Of course, he does a lot of the content, but he has people that work for him. They create their own content.
Right.
You know, he contracts them there.
That's what I'm talking about.
So he charges them, man. But he started with me. I remember when he was just a kid when I was trying to get this magazine going. He would ride around with me with a camera in the car. I had a telescopic lens. He taking pictures. He don't like to give me credit, but he got his first exposure to film production by working with my camera.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So what God blessed me with, he'd already planted the scene in him.
That's
right.
And he's way more talented than me. He wear me out. I was out. He lives in Atlanta, man. I was in his home a couple weeks ago, man, and I was watching him, play around. he was designing some stuff for his website. I'm like, man, you move so fluidly through this software. Why I be in the struggle? I said, what you do?
Right.
It's the same software that I use. He didn't go to school for that particular part. Illustrator. He's film production, but he's an artist. I'm like, man, what you do?
And that's
I'm
a
like,
difficult
man,
program too.
Yeah,
but he is highly intelligent, man.
Yeah, he got it.
Like you said, you planted the seed.
Yeah, so he got
man.
it, honestly.
So yeah, rapping, man, that's me. They used to T-Love. That was
Well,
my
somebody called you Rapper T.
Rapper T.
Yeah, somebody said.
I know.
Chanel Foster, shout out to Chanel Foster. She got you Rapper
Yeah,
T.
he don't look at me, God willing, man.
Okay.
He may bless me.
Okay.
Bless the world with some.
Say no more.
T-Love.
Say, y'all heard it here on Not Your Average Podcast. So when y'all see him on the charts, you know.
T-Love the rapper.
We appreciate that. T-Love, that's funny. Also, give us one word that would describe you as a person.
I would say loving.
Loving.
I say loving, and
Okay.
I think under that word it can be a huge umbrella. I'm often told that a lot of people depend on me and my family, so I'm stretched pretty thin, and so I have a problem with saying no. So, I'd like to. I mean, if someone needs my help, man, I'm there to help. And so I would say loving would probably be a good accurate word. I just give. Because it's in me. Man, if someone needs some help, I think as a Christian, God is space for us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know
100%. Yes.
All here to serve. Thank you. Good answer. So since you started this journey in 97, safe to say 97, right? How has technology changed the way you do things? And give me a negative aspect and a positive aspect, and we'll center it maybe around like AI, because I did hear you say that you write 90% of your articles, right? So now we have this AI, now we have this technology and all this stuff. You just hitting a button, and sometimes with just a little technology, it can change like the authentic thing of something. So give us your input on that.
First of all, I don't use AI to write no articles.
Period.
It's amazing when someone submits an article to me. I can tell if it's been written in AI.
Of course.
I think it's garbage. So technology from the past to present, I would say the software that I use, which is Adobe Creative Suite, I use that entire package to design magazines. I like the older version because it wasn't cloud-based. Cloud-based now, you get interference. You got hackers. You got all this interference while you're designing. Your system ain't shut down and slowed up. The old way, the old technology way was set up. Was, you pay for the software, you get the license, and it's just yours.
Yes.
You don't have to be online to use it. Now you have to be logged in online in the cloud to use it. So I don't like that, but I make it happen. And I still have the old one. The way Adobe has strong handle or manhandled the industry. You can't get an update on the old versions. You can't get customer support on the old versions. You stuck with it. And so if it go down, guess what? You done. But the new one, you have to adapt because that's where it's at. But AI, you must get on the boat because it's the way of the future. But I'm trying my best to be as authentic and as genuine as possible with my product. So when you look at it, I'm an artist. It's an art form. And so I start with a blank sheet of paper, blank canvas. Artistry. And this is like everything that I do it flows from me. So my challenge is from one edition to the next. I don't want it to look like the next. And I've done thousands. Imagine it.
And they look like
It's the same. But it's art. I think that's an artist.
It's a gift.
It is.
It's the artistry.
Graphic art.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to IVG. She said, let's go to
Ivy
Ivy in the building. I wanted to ask, once, again, you've been in the game, 97. I can't get 97 out of my head. So what is your end game? Like, where will you, once you get to what point will you say, all right, yeah, that's it?
I don't know. That's a great question. Actually, I don't know. I think I want to ride this thing as long as God allowed me to do what He's called.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all like vacation. All Black people like vacation.
You better know it.
But legacy building. Like I said, my son, he's up and running. He's doing his own thing. But I definitely want to do my part to leave an impression on the world. But and even some folks that are connected to me, I want to get them in. I'm such an introverted person. I can do a lot of things by myself. My growth challenges are trusting and bringing other folks on board to help me. But I know I must do that because God didn't just get us to me for me.
Yes,
absolutely.
So, I'm trying to be more open and more be more accessible to everybody so that they can pick up on something and get something that God has given to me for them. And I'm holding on to it, so how can they get it? So that's the area. So my end game, I want to be called, I want to be seen like, hey, open vessel, willing vessel, things flowing through me. But it's anyone that knows me, I don't make it about me. So, I don't need a statue or a street name, nothing. I don't need my name on a building. I just want them to know, like, hey, Terry Watson, the Mike Media Company, he created products to help out the Black business community, the Black community. He did his part. He looked for ways. He partnered with people. He networked with people. He grew in his grew from where he was from, and he didn't let his past dictate his future. Come on, bro.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Well said, brother. Let's clap it up.
Let's clap it up. And she's gonna get me, but one more thing. If you could put anyone in your magazine just to say you did it, who would it be? I thought it was gonna be Ashley Good. I know, I've been in a magazine.
But who am I magazine? We're not starstruck. We're not a starstruck
for sure.
That's one thing I noticed about
you. Yeah, anybody like.
Now, when Obama was campaigning for president the first time, he came down here to Greensboro and he was down at the depot. I got in line about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning to be on the front. I got amazing pictures. I touched him, man. I touched his hand. Didn't get to touch Joe Biden's hand. He was with him too as well. But
was Michelle there?
No, it was just president. It was they were both campaigning the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that was amazing. Just to see how the city showed up,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Him, but that in regards to celebrity, that would be it. But I really take pride in the thrill of
the people,
ordinary person.
Yeah.
We all got a story.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah. My art form is the ability to tell your story my way and to draw people in.
Yes.
And what's amazing, Will, man, I was in Atlanta recently meeting with a client, and we had done a production on her. We had to draft her article. I had hired a writer, and she wasn't pleased with the draft. And so I took over and I redid it. She's like, "Oh my God, man, Terry, you
didn't say you hired a writer for that.
Oh, I do hire writers. Yeah, and so she wasn't pleased with the draft, and so I just took over and I redid the whole production. And she told me, she said, "Terry, man, you were able to just peek into my soul, and information, and tell the story like I never imagined it could be told." And she just, she confirmed, she's like, "Man, your gift," and I don't brag about that, but it does make me feel like, man, really, I got that gift of, and it makes me want to hone it even more and just find better ways. It's the power of words, man. What can I do? And I see you in that same lane. Coming here earlier, talking to you tonight, man. Will, it's like I was listening to myself talk. It's that energy and drive. You got to be genuine. You got to be within you, and your motivations have to be pure and authentic. Because it's gonna show up in your work.
Definitely.
And see, I mean, who else better to build up the Black community than somebody from the community? That's right. Don't come into our community and try to, pull us along. Yeah. Come get in and let us. You follow me.
That's
it. Give me some tools. Give me some resources. That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely.
That's where we from, man. They threw us free lunches growing up. Yeah. And now we all be like, man, y'all actually done that to us?
Deep bread.
Thank God for the food. But
deep bread. Brown boxes.
But so my point is like, man, give me the tools, man. Give our the members in our community the tools, and you'd be amazed what they're gonna become. Well, we all
absolutely.
Whoever thought Terry Watson would be amazing?
That's
Whoever thought Will and Hudson would be doing all the amazing things that you're doing?
Thank you, brother.
And if that's the people who were surrounding the ones who were judging us, they will keep us in those boxes.
Most definitely.
Yes.
I've had people tell me, like, I thought you've been dating. And I'm like, dang, was I living such a reckless lifestyle? But probably so.
Yeah, most definitely.
The guy had a plan. He spared.
I always got a plan. He had a plan before you was even thought about. No, trust me.
And that's why we created this platform. You know what I'm saying? When we did almost 3 years back on that third.
Yeah,
November.
But that's what it's all about, is creating the platforms to bring exposure to our community in a positive light, to highlight people of substance, business owners, influential people in our community. You know what I'm saying? We didn't see nobody doing that, so we created our own lane called Nacho Average Podcast. And look at us today. Almost a 3-year anniversary, and we got Mr. Terry Watt and I here.
I'm telling you, I hear him talking like, God, our brains used to be thinking.
You
know what it is?
She say that with me about a lot of people all the time too.
I think what it is, what we probably can agree on, we look outside and we see needs.
Yeah.
You know, we see opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, what can I do?
But I do have to make a comment. And you both are so like humble and like kind of soft spoken, but like powerhouses. Like it's one of those things where you know, like a quiet storm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, like, and I've always paid attention as far as like learning from people like that. The person that's doing all the talking, I'm like, okay, that's cool, I'm listening. But the quiet people that say 2-3 words and they just blow you away. Like though, you know, that we really need that in this community. And I commend both of y'all since we're talking about y'all. Because being an introvert, because I heard you say that, and you was
introvert too?
What?
I'm an
introvert. What? But being an introvert, it's like it's hard to come out and put yourself like out there on the platform because you, like you said, you can do it all. You can probably do all that alone, you know. So, but thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I know I learned a lot from. You know,
and I watch the people who you are connected to. And I told you earlier, I said I feel like you the wheels. You get everybody rolling. I see great things continue to come from you, man, because you got a I would say very vivid imagination. You got a lot of ideas. And the key is acting on them.
Right.
Surrounding yourself with people to help accomplish those.
That's it.
That's the key. And you're strong in the area to me. I'm not as equipped, but I'm learning. I'm watching people I want to be. I have a desire to be. But yeah, man, you get other folks to buy into it. You get people to move and delegate, and they respond and they show up. And I saw one post that you said a couple of months ago. You said, so what? We ain't got no funding. We still gonna do it.
That's it.
I'm like, hold on. Wait. Let's see, y'all. Okay, let's compare prices.
I saw you when you posted. I was like, that's somebody that's determined to make it happen. It's not about me.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. I got the vision God gave me, and I got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? And every day I wake up to serve my community and my people.
That part.
What's up with the lemonade and tea, man?
I'm so busy with a lot of other things. I just say I got to get it back out there like I want it, but it still sells every day. Like,
you make your own lemonade and tea?
Yeah, we do. Our family, and we use it for our catering company mostly. So it be people getting it by the box and for their events and stuff like that. But I got to get in the stores. That's what I need to do.
Family recipe.
It drive you crazy. Dropping 50 gallons a day. You like, man, look, I need a contract.
That's cool. That's cool. Yes. But thank you so much. If you're just there tuning in, we are here with the amazing, phenomenal Terry Watson and William Hussey. And we can't forget our lovely Chewy Monroe over there. Thank you,
and big up Ashley Good. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have this amazing production. And this
amazing,
all these graphics you see everywhere.
Hey,
it's her.
You need somebody. Yes.
But please share the live, guys. And if you missed the beginning of the episode, please make sure you go back and catch the gems. Listen. And especially if you're into like magazines and you're into graphics, media, things like that, you have to be around it. Go ahead and get in it. Get in it. It's free game. Not Your Average Podcast. We free game. We not your average. All right.
So you are the brains behind I'm a King, right?
Yes.
So what's that? I've been wanting to know what that is. I see it, and I was like, I see it growing.
Yeah, it's definitely growing. It ain't even been a year yet.
It ain't a year.
So I Am King started off as a vision, like you said, with Who Am I, that God gave me. Because I was seeing all these women empowerments and how women stick together, sisterhood, and I didn't see that for the black man in our community. We always were going against each other. The only thing that brought us together was strip clubs, nightclubs, sports, and beef. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what can I do to bring us together in a positive sense? So I came up with the idea. Well, I didn't come up with it, but God gave me the vision. Like you said, I prayed about it, and God gave me the vision. I Am King. And I said, well, I played around with a couple of titles, but that I am king was it. It's just like he blessed it in my heart.
Oh, and kind of your name. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
because I am is in my name, William. So Will I am, you know what I'm saying? So the I am was already in me when I was born, and I didn't even realize it. So it came to fruition when I had I am king, and I started connecting the dots, and I started listening to God. Like, okay, I'm walking in my purpose now. Now everything's starting to align with the vision He was giving me. So I said, boom. First thing we're gonna do is the I am king men's empowerment event. And we did that, and it took off, blew through the roof. Everybody was accepting of it. Everybody joined the team. Everybody that wanted to be a part of it, or that I reached out to be a part of it, signed on ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So I knew it would never God. You know what I'm saying? Because you call 20 brothers, you barely gonna get 2 to respond. You know what I'm saying? So everybody jumped on it. It was a beautiful turnout, and that's how it started. So once that hit, I said, "Oh man, this ain't it. We gotta keep going. It's more to this." You know what I'm saying? So then I developed I Am King, the brand, which is the umbrella over I Am King Network, which we go out to schools, communities, businesses, and speak to the youth or people that just need to be inspired and influenced and impacted through positive brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see 10 brothers walking in high school, we coming in and we mean business. You know what I'm saying? And we got a message to preach, and we know the results we're trying to get with the youth. So we can go anywhere. We going into the jail soon. We go into schools. We go into communities. We got a lot going on. So I developed that as a program, and I call that I Am King Network. So once we did that, I said, okay, now we got this set up. We can go into the schools and speak. We got the events. What else can I do to reach my people? And that's when He blessed me with the idea of I Am King magazine. And I said, oh, okay, I got it. Now I can reach more people with this product right here, and I can go global, and I can tap into each city, just like you're doing, my brother. And I started tapping into you, looking at what you was doing. And I ain't, I'm far from that, but I just started taking the steps like, okay, now I can take this. So I got a product that I can take all over the world to show my city off, to represent brothers that's coming from where we come from in our city, to be recognized all over the world. First locally, and then we're going to take it globally, because brothers don't get the love that we deserve. Even on Father's Day, you're not going to get but so much. There's nothing against the women. We're not complaining. I'm just saying that's just the society we live in. You know what I'm saying? Because we built tough. We built to hold our own. We built not to cry, to keep going, whatever happens, and we got to be resilient. So I wanted to give back to that. So even at our events, we award the brothers. We give them recognition. We highlight them. We put them on flyers. We put them on platforms like podcasts that nobody else will come and get them for. The news ain't coming to talk to them. The news going to look over you. And a lot of times people in the beginning were saying like, well, you got drug dealers on there. You got this type of person on there. They got criminal backgrounds. We all got a past. But our past is what made us who we are today. And if you look at these kings and where they stand today, you'll be proud of them if you quit looking at the past, because that paperwork don't define them. You know what I'm saying? Right. If you took time and listened to them, they all got something to say. So I created that platform for brothers to have something to say, to be highlighted, and so we can highlight the promise, purpose, and the promise, purpose, and the what's my last one? Hold on. Promise, purpose, and prosperity of a black man. So that's why I created the I Am King magazine. And then after that, we did the
It's more? You got more?
Yeah, it's more to come. I can't even talk about some things that we got down the turnpike, but I got 2 events that I'm doing on the year annually, which is the Brunch and Blazers, and then the annual I Am King event. So they only getting bigger, but we about to go on tour with the I Am Network, hit the North Carolina Network, hit these different schools. We trying to look for funding now and jump out there on that. And then we're going to take the magazine everywhere. We're going to Event Fest this year with Earn Your Leisure. We got some things signed up locally with different projects just to try to get the product out there. So we being receptive, and the anticipation is crazy, so I'm super excited.
A lot of interest.
Yeah, and we ain't even made it a year yet. You know what I'm saying? On top of everything else we got going on, that's just I Am King. You feel me? So
they were talking about you.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You can tell.
Yeah, they said that's like, we can't take days off. You won't let them rest.
Oh no, we ain't taking 365, man. That's my name. We ain't less than 365.
Yeah, man. That's amazing, man. All the things all the ideas that you have, man, and the action that you're applying to it. That's amazing.
Oh, that one is.
And the guy of the clothing line that was on the first edition of Who Am I magazine, the published edition, his name is Evan Chisholm, and the name of his company is called Fam Co.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Fam, FAMCO clothing.
Oh,
no. But he works for Nike now. And that was actually the first release edition, but my prototype, I had A&T's drumline on first.
Oh, dang.
My prototype, we went to an event up in Eden, and I'll capture some shots. You talking about something? That right there, that prototype was done in the wrong software. But I put it together.
Put it off.
But what I learned is that because it was wrong, man, I'm telling you, a white guy looked at it. He said, "This is what you got to do." He said, "I see what you got." Young white guy. He said, "Man, go to Gift Tech, take these classes. And I did that. And then I followed his instructions. And then look what it said.
Yeah, beautiful, man.
So
beautiful.
don't give up. I mean, regardless of what you think it is.
Yeah.
If you give up, you'll never see what it will become.
That's it.
Right.
That's it. You can't give up. You got to keep pushing.
That's it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank y'all. So, excuse me, my voice is a little shaky. But I have something I want to read to you, and I want you to tell me what it means to you at this point in your life. Okay. It says, I understand what my purpose is in life and I accept it. To be honest, I asked for it and it would be impossible for me to please God if I refuse the assignment. I want to encourage anyone who may be thinking twice about what God has promised them. It's okay to get tired on life's journey. We are only human and God has made provisions for this. It's called rest.
I know that's right.
Yes. So tell me a little more about that and what does that mean to you specifically?
So,
And where it came from as well. I'm sorry.
So I'm often told that I just go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't rest. And because I don't rest, sometimes things just run on top of one another. And when you don't rest, when I don't rest, because of lack of rest, sometimes they can bring on discouragement because I don't see the results. I don't feel like I'm accomplishing nothing. So when I implemented rest into my daily life, I'm able to rest my body and get back up the next day rejuvenated and with more energy and with even more enthusiasm to accomplish more, because God is constantly pouring new things, just like He's constantly just pouring new things into me on a daily basis. But if I don't get the rest, I can't even finish what I'm doing today to even begin what God has next in line. And so rest is so important. Rest your body, rest your mind, do all of those things so that you can show up to do what's needed to be done.
Absolutely.
You've been reading stuff. Where you get that from?
That's her job. That's what she do.
Production. I actually stole that from your website and was a Meet the Editor directly from your words. So I wanted to see what you thought about that for sure. Oh. Yes. You know it. Well, thank you. So my next question would be, I do want to talk about who are my kids and how that got started, and what is your most memorable part of Who Am I magazine together?
So the Who Am I for Kids publication, I believe we started at 17 or 18. Mm-hmm. It's just a spinoff of Who Am I magazine. Wanted to create something. I love babies. So we in each edition of Who Am I magazine, we always do the cutest baby. And so we've done that for so long. And so I just came up with the idea of let's create a publication specifically for the kids. Mm-hmm. And so that's what Who Am I for Kids came about. Started it and stopped it. Got to go on, and COVID came, shut everything down.
Yes.
And so now everything is picking back up. So I relaunched, relaunched, and now we're at full speed with Who Am I for Kids. And so we've been fortunate to partner with a young lady up in Hampton, Virginia, Alasha Bennett. Mm-hmm. She does these amazing kid expos. And so we're giving her participants in her program a platform to present and showcase themselves. But we're open to all kids around the country as well, because Who Am I Kids has the same access that Who Am I magazine and Spunk Sports has. So that's what that's all about. Who Am I for Kids? It's a magazine for kids, and
I love it. So what is your most memorable event with Who Am I magazine?
Man.
Yes, or article, whatever you want to say.
My most memorable event was we done the Who Am I community cookouts. Mm-hmm. We done them from 2011 to 2016, 5-year run, and we stopped. But those things, our very first one, they were designed where we would invite the community out to a park, and here we started downtown Greensboro. We invite the community out. We had live music, free food, face painting, bounce houses, and all those things, and several vendors. And the first year, I think we had about 2,000 or 3,000 people show up. And homeless people, all people came, and we were overwhelmed. Me and the team that were working with us, we weren't prepared. Ran out of food. We ran to the grocery store. Go get more chocolate, get more food. But we made it happen. Bounce house collapsed. We lost power. The kids. The bounce houses collapsed while the kids in there jumping.
Man.
So it was prepared, but guess what? We did
hard.
Yes.
And next year was even better, and the year after that was even better. So we had a 5-year run. But that is the most memorable thing, the community cookouts. I mean, when you are able to just give to the community and nobody's making money off of it.
Yes.
You know, we are using our resources, our talents, and our gifts, man, to invite. And we really got to see the cohesiveness of the community in an event. And Who Am I Magazine was pretty, I wouldn't say we were in our infancy stages, but 2011 to 2016, that was a good time for us where people were becoming more and more familiar with it. In regards to the magazine article, all of them are great to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love each one, and now we're doing 30 markets.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at my yes.
I love all of them. I'm telling you, I love featuring and producing each and every layout.
I love it.
Yeah, it's my heart. I love it. You got to be careful too, because you can't love it more than God. God didn't
right.
You know, and that's easy. I mean, I would say that's to you, Will, man. When you out there producing, man, the challenge is because we pour so much of ourselves into what we do. Your challenge is going to be draw that line.
Yeah,
it's not Will. This is what I do, and I do this for other people. And man, drawing that line and being able to step back and still let it flow, man, it's because if you get so attached to it, if something happens to it, it affects you.
Yeah.
And so you gotta, it's a big challenge. I think every artist goes through that, man. You can be a musician, a clothing line designer, whatever, graphic artist, any one of us. So
it's rough. Look, I am a designer. Listen, okay, I got so don't worry about it. Matter of fact, let me make an announcement. No, I'll wait. This is not about me. We have Terry Watson in the building, so don't worry about it. I got something coming for y'all though. I have 2 big announcements. I got you.
So let's just talk about the transition to now where everything is digital. So, I mean, I read a few years ago where even the newspaper was struggling with keeping people subscribed and allowing and just getting there, staying in the atmosphere. So how is your business maintain transitioning to this digital market that we're on now? And how do you foresee the future with your magazine?
It's substance, content. People will stay connected to something that means something to them. So if you just put out a magazine just to be putting one out and it doesn't have substance, people are not learning or growing from the information. They're not connecting to it. Then you probably will fade. So because Who Am I magazine is full of substance, people read it no matter where we send it.
Yes,
they own it. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You'd be surprised. They are on it. And so I'm heavy digital, but we still print.
Okay.
And I dream. I'm like, I was dreaming. I was like, God, it'd be nice to print every 30 markets. That'd be so expensive.
Yes.
Several houses a month. Very expensive, but
it's expensive.
Digital thing, the key is like you got some substance, people will follow.
Yeah,
just like a post on social media.
Happened.
Somebody put something in it and it draws you in with information. You might read it in its entirety, but if it's just some mess, nobody's don't want to read it. So that part.
Absolutely.
Okay, so who was your biggest supporter been throughout this journey?
Man, I would say these advertisers. I got some advertisers that have been rocking with me for decades.
Yes.
And so, but no, it's still the readers.
Yeah.
It's the ones.
Absolutely.
I mean, I got one person that doesn't advertise often. When I see them, they always say, "Tim, man, we really appreciate when we see you in the community. You always got something positive to say. You're trying to help somebody." And that's somebody that really sees me for who I am. Because a lot of things that go on in between, because you in business you can't please everybody. And some people everybody will have something to say about it.
Yes. Absolutely.
And so because we are human, we try not to be affected by those type of things. But when I'm able to run across some folks who have been rocking with me for quite a while, whether they're advertising, even a reader, just someone just give me words of encouragement. Those are the things that I really appreciate.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. Okay, my last question. From idea to published, about how long does it take to create your magazine?
Do you really want to know? When I first
it was the first one.
When I first started, man, we was publishing every 3 months.
Okay.
And it would take me 3 months.
It's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
If I can be honest now, I can put a whole layout in a couple of days.
Oh, that's lit.
And that's writing articles.
Nice.
Mm.
Are you the only writer?
Mm.
Okay.
I did the sports magazine. Just launched that. What's the date? Monday. I
July
launched
1st.
July 1st. I launched this sports magazine Saturday, Friday, but I didn't start last week. This past Friday, I launched the sports edition. I wrote every article. I've done the entire layout. I started on Monday and launched on Friday.
Ooh.
44 pages.
Ooh.
But my point is that you keep on doing it. It's just like God will continue
Yeah.
to hone your gift. I'm telling you, it's
You're kind of on autopilot now, probably.
It's something going on. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is. It's called favor.
Yeah.
44 pages in a week. Basically.
Wow.
So my point is, I in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you'll get better because you will get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And I found ways to become more efficient.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's and writing though, it's amazing at the writing. I'm like, man, how do I write? Like this is crazy. And I can type too.
Yeah.
That's I took typing also in high school.
Oh, I ain't that
So yeah, in high school, man, we was taking typing and no, I took typing in 11th or 12th grade. Everybody else was taking other different type of electives. I like typing.
Yeah.
And that's when the old Miss Stewart, she was a typing teacher at Dudley High School, man. And it's paying off huge dividends now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Who knew? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. God.
That's another magazine. Who knew? I like that.
Yeah.
I'm hands off.
I don't know.
Okay.
Who knew? Not for me. Listen, and it's funny because I'm actually I write a lot, but I write in scribble. I write in patches. It's hard for me to write something like you said. You wrote those 44 pages and then type it. Oh, that's just I can't do it. But I'm a very good writer. I'm a good writer.
Like when I do the editorial letters, I might do a part here.
Yeah, that's the kind of writer I am.
Yeah,
that's still productive.
Because I think I might even have 2 books written in pieces, so I'll just bring my plastic bags to you.
Okay.
Feel like I'm sleeping on my money. That's super funny.
So do you ever get like writer's or creator's block or a point where you just feel like I can't? And how do you overcome that?
Rest.
Yeah.
Rest.
Yes, absolutely. All right, that's all I got on there.
All right,
I
guys.
appreciate you, Mr. Watson.
If you're just now tuning in, you are here with the award-winning Not Your Average podcast, and we are here with the amazing Terry Watson. If you missed the beginning of this show, please go back and watch it.
Yes.
This is an amazing show. I'm going to go ahead and jump in the comments because we thank you all so much for always giving us your input. We appreciate it. So starting here, Chevelle is in the building.
Chevelle, thank you,
Shout out to
sponsor.
Chevelle. Thank you, girl. And actually, she's our sponsor highlight for today. So guys, inspired to be you. Yes. Please contact her for all of your mental health counseling needs, guys. She's totally awesome. She is actually Dr. Latoya Chevelle Waddell. So please contact her, inspired to be you. And she will be officially launching in the next week, but you can DM her, DM us, and we'll connect you guys. So thank you so much for that. Shout out to Chanel Foster. She's officially initiated to Not Your Average podcast. Woo! We appreciate you so much for tuning in and supporting all of our shows, endeavors, and everything we do. We love you so much. And me personally, I do have say so. I would love to have you as a guest host. So if you're interested, please let us know when you're available to come on here because they need to put a face with all this greatness. Okay.
Yes, our comment diva.
So thank you, darling. And shout out to Marcus Hood. He says, "What's up, y'all?"
Hey, Marcus.
He's in the building. Nicholas Gregory Campbell is in the building.
Hey,
shout out, family. And Chevelle says, "Oh wow, a photographer used my wedding photo shoot in that magazine over 13 years ago."
Oh, look at you.
That's dope. Chanel Foster actually dropped your link in the comments for everybody.
Yes.
So please guys, make sure you all subscribe, follow, and purchase a magazine, purchase an article, like put yourself out there, especially all the business owners. If you have kids that's into stuff, it's Who Are My Kids Now being relaunched. Come on, man, tap in, because guess what? You can do all the work in the world, but if we don't know about you, we can't support you.
Yes, and let's
Yes.
stop right there real quick.
Mhm.
How do people get in contact with you and get into the actual magazine?
Yes.
Go to whoamimagazine.com. That's a hub. I got all the links to Who Am I Magazine there, it's Spunk Sports Magazine. Oh, we also have a merch line, Who Am I Gear. There's a link to the website as well as a link to the podcast. A lot of information on whoamimagazine.com, the website. So you can send an email, you can give us a call.
Yes.
As well as our social media pages on Facebook as well as Instagram.
Yes. And if you want to read that full article of Meet the Editor, it is on there as well. That we just read an excerpt from. But yes.
Absolutely. So, guys, please check out www.whoamimagazine.com. Correct?
Yeah,
All right.
HUAMI Magazine.
Yes. Okay, so Tamara Hendricks, she says, hey, sister. She's
Hey,
in the
Tamara.
building. She said she shared the live.
I got you on there, girl.
And Nicholas said, I'm back, family. I missed y'all.
We missed you too,
man. Shout out to Nicholas. That's definitely our family. And Chanel Foster dropped each one of your social media sites in here.
Yes, thank you, Chanel.
T Nice Row is in the building. Shout out to
T-Nice.
T Nice Row. We love you so much. Lisa Schiller says, great job. So she's in the building as well.
Hey, Lisa.
Is it Keisha Smith? She's in the building. Samara says, I love it. Y'all are both
Right. Over there on YouTube. We see you, Samara.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is you taking action. Okay,
Yay.
gotcha. Samara Hendricks says, I love it. Y'all are both great, humble men. Shout out to the great humble men.
Thank you, Samara.
Chevelle says, great gifting when Black men can speak into each other. However, great measures of gifting when a Black man can allow the room centered for him to be a chance to outpour to another Black man. Great work.
Yes.
That's it right there.
Yes. And that's just a little. Yes, we love it. Rock Fitness says, I Am King is a dope event, and I hope to see even more kings in the building.
Right.
Yes.
Samir Hendricks says, Will, you better preach, brother.
Hey, sister.
Elizabeth Rankin says, I am king.
Hey.
Kedrian Coleman, shout out to Kedrian Coleman. Shout out to Gene Blackman, Establishing Safe Cultures. We love you guys so much. Thank you for always supporting.
The Black men.
Chanel Foster says, rest and reset.
Yes.
Too. And she also said them community cookouts were amazing. It was the best time ever that year. And I got a selfless plug. Panda Clothing Brand rocks. Thank you.
Hey.
I'm so extra, y'all. I know. And that's all of our comments for today. But guys, listen, if you guys would like to promote your business, put yourself out there, you can always call us. Sponsorship on Nacho. We're running specials all month of July. We're not going to tell you because we want you to take that step for yourself. Just you have to take the step for yourself. Get out your own way, okay? And also www.whoamimagazine. Get yourself out there. I promise. Listen, it may not be no discount right now for Who Am I Magazine, but I had just opened the doors of my store. This is a true 2-second story, and I just reached out and he walked in and got all my information, put myself together, and I knew I didn't have that money. I spent all the money trying to set my store up. I didn't get a free article, but he worked with me. You know, I paid for my article, and it was an amazing article. I have it in my store right now. So I said it to say, like, step out there, man. Put yourself out there. And these are the platforms to do it. These are the platforms.
I also, man, just want to commend y'all on what y'all are doing. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Y'all,
Appreciate it.
The cohesiveness of everybody in here that I see coming.
Thank you,
and I see y'all out on the scene at events popped up. So I'm like, man, this is y'all doing something that I have never seen anybody do in the triad. A lot of energy now. See that you cracking the whip on everybody.
We tired. We need rest
on each other.
You pushing everybody, but you can definitely see you got great results, man.
Yeah.
And so, and like I said, things keep coming. I can't wait to see I Am King magazine.
Let's go.
They cover like there's some content up there. So yeah, I'm excited to see that, and then continue to watch the things that you're doing, man. So, hey, man, I would say just continue to be a vessel and allow God to use you to reach more people.
That's right.
Absolutely.
And it's not easy.
It's not. But guess what? Y'all make it look easy.
Yes, and good.
Definitely
and
not
good.
easy.
Looks
That's
good on
not
y'all.
easy. So, is there anything that you would like to leave to the people? Some advice, just for the entrepreneurs, whether they're into like the magazine, the journalism, or whatever industry they're in. Would you like to leave some advice and just speak to the people?
I mean, I think I just said it. It's like if it's something that you believe in or something that you want to do, even though it may not work the first time, you know, you may drop it may not come out how you imagine it would be in the beginning, but don't give up. You gotta hang it down, try again, take a break, rest, come back at it. But if you don't give up, I promise you will begin to understand why God gave it to you in the first place. Trusting God and keep connected to God. That's my biggest lesson.
Yes.
When I do Terry, it looks like Terry. When I do what God has called me to do, it's a whole different experience.
Yes.
And I'm able to rest.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the part, man. Rest, man. I'm telling you.
It's a key component. That rest.
Rest. Hey, look, don't not tell me too many more times to rest.
Okay, you heard it here. In case you needed to know.
Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, you ask Will. Hey, I just trained myself not to love sleep in the past 3 years. I love sleep. Okay, but yeah. Hey, listen. I'm so programmed to do the podcast. I'm sleep talking.
Okay, you gotta reset. Thank you.
All right, and Tamara just said good parting words. Someone needs to hear that. Keep going and don't give up. Chevelle says rest.
Rest
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Yes. All right.
Appreciate y'all. We gotta do the spin the.
Yes. Okay.
It's on you, Mr. Okay, what we going with?
Shutting the line down.
Listen, I'm sorry. No, look, what we going with July 1st? We Kimberly? Are we Chewy? What are we doing?
Well, I wasn't gonna announce this, but I guess I will.
Go ahead.
You know, after today, I will officially be a college graduate.
Woo!
Today was my last day of class, look, so I will. I don't know. We're gonna decide.
Right.
I ain't decided.
Can
yet.
I say yes? Oh my
Yes.
God! It's been a long time coming. Sister, oh my God! I got all this work. Congratulations!
Yes,
Congratulations!
Yes. No more late nights for a little bit.
Get some rest.
Right, rest. God is good. But so I don't know yet. We'll see what the world got. Okay. You know, it's so crazy because you'll say one thing and you'll have it in your mind forever, and then when the time comes, life happens and you're in a whole different direction.
Absolutely.
So I just learned not to plan as much and just leave room for opportunity. Yeah.
Trust God. Trust
God. Know it.
Yes, absolutely. So happy Monday, y'all.
Happy Monday. Nacho Monday.
If it's your first night here, we want to welcome you to Not Your Average Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Each and every Monday, we give away $25 to one lucky individual who decided to share our live. If you had shared our live, then put it in the comments. We've added you to our Nacho wheel. And at the end of each and every episode, we spin the wheel and give away $25 to one lucky person. Belinda, we're looking for you. We owe you some money, girl. Benita.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wills.
I'm looking for you.
Not you, Belinda. Benita, the girl behind you. But yes, Benita, if you are watching this, definitely get in contact with us so we can give you your money. Outside of that, I'm going to go over the names we have on the list right now. We'll do the Nacho quote and then spin the wheel. Okay. So at the top, we have Miss Torrin Evans, Nicholas Gregory Campbell, Chanel Foster, Michael Chestnut, Dante Donnell, Terrence Muhammad, Town, Rock Fitness, and Kedrian Coleman. Woo-hoo. Yes. So if you did not hear your name called, but you know that you shared a live today, go ahead and put it in the comments for us. We definitely try to get everybody in there. We want to make sure you all get a fair chance at winning $25. Outside of that, let's go over the quote while we're collecting those names. Bear with me one moment, y'all. Yes, cash out. Or I think we got an Apple Pay.
Hey, you name it, we got it.
We're expanding.
Tamara,
T-Nice. Oh, man.
She shared it 3 seconds into the interview.
T-Nice. I'm sorry, y'all. I could have sworn I put y'all down, too.
Tamara, I know she said she shared it.
Tamara.
Sorry, y'all.
Sorry, y'all. Okay.
Technology, you know.
It
Sometimes
is.
you don't pop up.
In my mind, it's like cloudy right now. Okay, so the quote for the night, and remember, y'all, go ahead and continue to put your names in there so we can add you to the wheel, is the same water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances. Yes. Take that with you and enjoy it throughout your week, y'all. Yes. Thank you. So do we have any other names?
It's basically saying the same thing that make you smile, make you cry.
What?
Microphone.
Oh.
Yes. The same thing that make you smile, make you cry. Or the same thing that make you cry can make you smile. Yeah. It's about, is a glass empty or full?
Yeah, right. Tamara said send her that quote.
Okay, I got you, sister.
Post it and tag us, sissy.
Yes, I posted in the group. Make sure y'all check out our social media pages. Yes, you can find us on. Oh, I'd mess them up. You can find us on Instagram at _ Not Your Average Podcast, YouTube and Facebook at Not Your Average Podcast, and Twitter at Nacho _podcast. Tonight we are streaming from all three, and we just want to thank everybody who is tuning in. Definitely our people that are tuning in and commenting from YouTube. We appreciate y'all so much for being there, because we are trying to build up our YouTube fan base as well. So if you're watching this and you are not a member or subscriber on all of our social media channels, just take a moment out your day to say, hey, let me go look up Nacho and hit that button.
I guarantee you, if we had another 25 to subscribe, y'all will.
Maybe that should be the new challenge for season 3, season 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all good with names?
I think we all good.
Okay.
Yep.
So, Mr. Terry, I'm going to spin, and then it's going to announce somebody up here. And can you read them for me?
The winner?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll whisper it to you. I can move it forward. It'll pop up real big.
Okay, so the winner is Keedrin Coleman.
Woo!
Soon to be Mrs. Blackman.
Yes, soon to be. And thank you so much, Keedrin, for always tuning in and supporting Not Your Average Podcast.
Congratulations, Keedrin. And I believe we might already have your information.
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect. So be on the lookout for that $25. It's on your way, sister girl.
Yes.
All right.
So we're ready.
Any last words, Mr. Watson?
Thank y'all, man. I'm honored. I'm telling you, big time.
Yes, thank you.
Y'all are amazing. Y'all even more pleasant in person than watching you online.
Oh, wow.
Dang it! I want to. No,
before you get out of here, tell us where they can catch the podcast at.
This Is Who I Am podcast. It's on Apple. We're on Google Play.
Is it more audio or visual too? Just audio. Gotcha.
iHeartRadio. Just put in "This Is Who I Am" podcast.
Dope. I'm gonna plug it in tonight.
Go to our website, click on the podcast.
The link's on there too. Okay, man. Super
Pretty
dope.
good podcast.
Yeah, we're gonna check it out. We gotta have us on there, man, when you get a chance.
Yeah, I got some ideas, man, for all y'all. For this, for Nacho crew. Yeah, I got some ideas.
Okay, we're gonna talk then. It's a beautiful thing. Watch God work, man. I'm telling you.
Yay.
All right.
I love a collab.
That's right. Yeah, most definitely. Hey.
Okay, look at my own page.
Yeah. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. It's been a wonderful episode, man, and we'll catch y'all next week, same time, same place. I'm your main man, William Hussey 365.
And I'm your girl, Ashley Good, formerly known as Ash Bash in the City, because I am doing a name change to the Ashley Good. Thank you.
I'm your girl, Kimberly Hussey, also known as Miss Chewy Monroe. Sorry, Mr. Terry.
I'm Terry Watson, Mike Hill Media Company.
Yes.
Great episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. And we are Not Your Average Podcast.
And we out. Same time, same place next Monday, 7:30 sharp.
Be there.